exposing the journal prompts I use to trick my brain into a mid-year reset, because sometimes it's not that you don't know what you want or you don't know what to do next, you're just asking yourself the wrong questions. So, starting with the reflection questions for the past 6 months. Number 1, are the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year still relevant to me? Why or why not? Sometimes we set goals for ourselves in the beginning of the year, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ooh, and then we do that thing, or we start our journey to do those goals, and we realize, oh, that idea was ass. I don't actually want that thing, or I don't want the lifestyle associated with it, or I don't want to have to do X, Y, and Z. It doesn't resonate with me. Why doesn't it resonate with you? Or maybe you did start. Maybe you wanted to write a book this year, or you wanted to start making and posting content this year, and you did really enjoy it. Why does it still resonate with you? Why or why not? Or maybe you tried it and you're like, okay, I like it, but I need a shift, right? Maybe your goal was to make content on here, and you started doing it and you're like, okay, I still want to do it, but maybe it's the type of content that I'm making that I don't actually like. This is a good time to reassess and pivot. You can still make content, but like actually make the stuff that you would actually want to watch. Or maybe you haven't started it yet. Does that goal still resonate with you? This is a good time to remind yourself why you're doing the things that you want to do. 2, what is something that I did, said, or experienced that made me proud of myself? This forces you to look for evidence of all the little improvements that you've made, no matter how big or small. So it could have been that you've started setting boundaries, or you've stopped caring what other people think, and you've started wearing whatever you want to wear, or you've started applying for jobs that pay you a lot more because you deserve a lot more money. Number 3, this is a tried and true. It really flips a switch in my brain. What are 5 words that describe this first half of this year for me? This, if I were to choose, one of the 5 words for me, it would definitely be like isolation. I think I just haven't been going out as much, and I don't love that. And I compare these words to last year, right? So my words for last year was like adventure and newness and serendipity, words like that. I was just, running rampant. So I look back and I'm like, okay, what are my words? I mean, I have positive words too, but I look at isolation or seclusion and I'm like, that's something I could change. And then number 4 is, what are 5 words that describe me this first 6 months of the year? How do I feel about these words? Sometimes the way that you feel about yourself versus how you feel about your life in general is very different. I feel like that's been a constant for me, like pretty much my whole life, where it's like, okay, well, circumstances could be like this, but like I feel a completely different way about myself in general. 5, have I made any progress on my goals? Why or why not? This is not a section for you to beat yourself up on, but it's more so to look at, okay, have I made any actual steps towards the life that I say that I want, or the goals that I say that I want, the connections that I say that I want, or not? Why? Why is there any resistance towards that? What does that resistance look like? What can I do now moving forward to decrease that resistance, or just to do it anyway, to just do it scared? What can I build around myself to make that happen? What kind of mindset shifts can I make to make that happen? Like for me, on one hand, I've been writing like a mad woman this year. It's been go, 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 writing so many amazing things, and I'm so proud of myself. But then on the other hand, when it comes to like acting goals, I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm still in acting class, and I love that class, but for me now, for the second half, I'm like, okay, let's get back to the original plot of the movie. More acting. Let's go. Number 6, what worked for me and what didn't work for me, and why. This could be patterns, behavioral patterns, schedules, relationships, whatever. What worked for you and what didn't work for you, and why. Like for me as a creative person, applying to grants, fellowships, contests, residencies, anything like that, that's part of my job. And so instead of being like, oh, well, I don't know when I'll have the time to do X, Y, and Z, and I want to reach out to this person, there's a whole day dedicated to that now. It's called Thirsty Thursdays. Yes, where I'm doing all of my, writing the artist statements and putting together the portfolios and things. That's Thursdays. Welcome to Thirsty Thursdays. That worked out for me. What didn't work out for me, I will not be sharing on the internet. I had to get myself right, but we're better. Will not be making that mistake again. Yeah. Moving on to number 7. Number 7, what was I doing when I felt the most out of alignment and why did it feel misaligned? And number 8, what was I doing when I felt the most in alignment and why did it feel aligned? This is a good check-in that I like to do, more than once every 6 months, but it's good to check in on how you're feeling like when you're around the right group of people. When you're misaligned with the wrong group of people, you feel judged or you feel like you gotta be a certain kind of way around them, right? With the right people, you feel calm, you feel at ease. And another thing too, with being a creative too, I like to also be around people who are going after their dreams and they're like, you know what? It might sound a little bit delusional, but I am gonna be a writer, actor, director, creative director, influencer, whatever. I like that. I like being around that. And it feels in alignment. Or me doing things scared. Like, oh, it's so scared to, enter into this writing fellowship. But you know what? I feel in alignment while I'm doing it. While I'm writing, I feel in alignment. Filming nerdy videos with journal prompts, I feel in alignment. This is fun. I like this. So take note more and more often. What feels out of alignment and why? And what feels more in alignment and why? Number 9, brag about your wins. Whatever it is, no matter how big or small. Maybe even if you didn't even finish something, you probably started, or maybe if you didn't even keep up with something, you probably started, all right? And that is a win. You are never starting from zero because you're always taking your past experiences with you and taking that knowledge with you, You only fail if you don't learn from it, okay? So, what did you do? And put it down in the comments too so I could be an annoying soccer mom, going over the top, congratulating you. 10, did I celebrate my wins? Why or why not? How did I celebrate my wins? How can I celebrate myself right now? I think a lot of times when it comes to goal setting and, whatever we want to achieve, we always think about like the prize at the end. Well, like, okay, once I hit this ultimate place, then I can reward myself, then I can have fun, then I can enjoy life. No, it's so much better and you have way more memories to look back on if you reward yourself on all the little things that you're accomplishing. Reward yourself along the way. And also, goal setting aside, live along the way. You're gonna age anyway. You might as well have some good stuff to look back on. You have to have rewards, man. So go ahead and make yourself a rewards list after this video. So if you want more questions on releasing the past, how to reset, how to create a whole new roadmap based on the life that you actually do want, then I'll have the Reset and Reinvent Yourself Workbook linked to my profile. You have more than enough time to make this your best year yet, or your best half year yet, your best month yet. You got this. It's okay.